Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit, exactly here, back again from my holiday, yes, and I honestly I think that the contrast or the color intensity or whatever of the like the webcam is like low, so I don't think you can really notice the difference in my color, but or whatever. I mean, what you can kind of realize is like I've got like a Rudolph nose going on, so I don't know, we'll run with that, I guess. Okay, so my hero. Last episode, I believe we were in the middle of like the fucking provisional license like exam shit, right? That's what they're doing. And they're doing the whole like throwing balls at people's targets and shit, right? Yeah, so we ended with Todoroki versus like a group of ninjas. I guess they're from like the ninja school. But we have no idea what school that might be. I mean, we haven't had a name yet. We also had someone called who's like she's a shapeshifter. She can just shapeshift into anyone, which is quite a fucking powerful quirk. Considering she could just go with anyone. I think like at this point, at least Deku anyway, and Uraraka will be watching out for that, trying to gauge whether or not people are actually who they are. But yeah, that's interesting. And yeah, we're just continuing on with this little exam thing. I don't really think there's anything else other to talk about, considering the fact that it's been a while since I last watched an episode. But you know, we'll get straight back into it and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully there's Batgirl this time around, because we haven't gotten him like in the past. It feels like 2 episodes. Might just be the one, but then that's just because, you know, I've been away for so long. But, yes, without further ado, we're going to carry it on. So we're on episode 17. Let's go. Okay, episode 17. I was wondering, well, like, who was it? Sero and Uraraka and Deku were, like, sitting around in a circle. Like, if Deku hadn't have, like, got one, like, hit already, that, like, I feel like, yeah, obviously they wouldn't allow it, but, like, couldn't you just... Because if you only need 2 to pass, right? And you've got... How many balls? You have 6? Couldn't you just use 2 to, like, hit, like, you know... Like, Midoriya hits 2 of Sero's targets. And then Sero hits 2 of Uraraka's targets. And then Uraraka hits 2 of Deku's targets. And then he could just be like, oh, well, we're passed. You know what I mean? Clearly they wouldn't allow that. I just thought it would be, you know, a loophole. But, yeah, whatever. Alright, from the top. I don't know why the ninjas have... Is there a reason why they have razor headbands? Like, the headbands are just razors. Enlarged. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get, like, any information regarding that school, like, at all anyway. But yeah, I just thought that was weird. We had Miss Sai, and I didn't catch the school that she was from. I guess Psycho is her name. She has a quick IQ, which is enhanced by a tea, depending on which tea she drinks. It does, you know... I was wondering why she's just sitting there, just eating, drinking tea and eating cake. It's mad. There was another person who... It was sort of almost like... Because obviously Psycho seems to be the one that's like... I don't know, like, everyone looks up to, I suppose. Everyone, like, almost acts as if they're, like... They're her, like, bodyguards, assistants, shit like that. One of them had, like, a... I don't know, I guess it's, like, a CCTV quirk. Where, like, she can just sort of use her eyes to focus, like, where anything is. I guess it's in a certain proximity, but... Yeah, I was wondering if she knew exactly what the quirks were and what they do as well. Because... Like, if one of them had a quirk, they could actually read what kind of quirk they had. Because I guess, yeah, they could have just watched the, like, the school festival or whatnot and, like, got that information, but... For example, how would they know that, that Momo uses lipids in order to create? Like, how would they get that information, you know? Because I don't know how they would know that. Just by watching it. Like, watching the festival. I don't know. I like the fact though that the Psycho's like is just its IQ, and she just like kind of sees like the fucking like the Matrix or whatever, just fucking equations and shit, and you know, and she can just a very heavy strategist. You know, and obviously you're seeing it just come together like a fucking, you know, one after the other. The fact of obviously like, you know, using, first of all, using a speaker of their own, because they knew that she would be trying to gauge like where people are and where, like how many people there are, and by using that, obviously she can't pinpoint the location. So basically, all ears are out of the equation. Then they had someone on like another building shooting like, I don't know, rocks or whatever the fuck or whatever to slightly fracture the whole panes of the glass so that they couldn't see through. Which later I don't know how how that person managed to know where Jiro was when she fired, and then obviously injured her, like one of her ears and stuff, right? I don't know how she knew where she was. If she's like a marksman or whatever, I don't know, but I figured if all of the panes of glass were fractured and you can't see out of them, you can't see in either. So, you know, but you know, it is what it is. Also, they would have been fucked. Like, thank God they knew that, like, I don't know, the perfect amount of pressure they had to fire back from, because I don't know if it was too much, it could have easily just like completely shattered the glass, and then, you know, that plan wouldn't have worked. But then obviously, you know, they fucking let in the cool air through the ventilation shafts, and then welded the door shut so there's only one exit. Like, really cool stuff. And then Momo, like, you know, almost completely gotten over like her sort of her panic and like lack of confidence and like ability to think in like, you know, quick situations, things like that, you know, thinking quickly on her feet. You know, and it's nice to say that she's like completely gotten over that, and like she was the one that took charge of that in that situation. And then actually using like the enemy's tactics against them by like, obviously, oh, it's a speaker, is it? Well, let me give a fucking massive one. It's really cool. And then obviously using one of Giro's earphone jacks to pump it in, let out the sound waves and whatnot. Well, a lot of them went unconscious. I don't know how Psycho didn't though. How would she have not gotten unconscious? You know, is it because she was further away? Because I know she was at the back, so I guess, I don't know, she could have like, you know, survived it because of that, but I don't know. But yeah, and then we have Seiji, is it? With the weird clay shit that like once he gets a hold of him, he just turns him into a mush ball or something. Ah, poor Kirishima, man. He looks like fucking. He's looking a bit like Miggy right now. Is it Miggy? The hand from Parasite? I think that's what he's looking like now. So yeah, that's a fucking weird quirk. And then yeah, obviously at the end there, I like the fact that Aizawa was mentioning, you know, that there are a certain two people that motivate and inspire the class, and they do it different reasons. Like obviously Midoriya is the one that inspires people, and I think Bakugo is the one that motivates them, you know, because, you know, they're both polar opposites. But then again, it's like, you know, polar opposites sort of attract, and you kind of get this idea of like a yin yang, right? How like it's like the circle, black and white and whatnot and whatnot. It's like, I think is it from Chinese origin or something? I think it is, but yeah, but a yin yang. About how like it just makes it sort of like it's a perfect existence sort of thing, and I think, you know, it works with both of them being there. And like I said, I think, you know, Deku's the one that inspires them, Bakugo's the one that motivates them. You know what I mean? So once you have those two things combined, you know what I mean? It's almost like a thing of like, you have it in your head that like nothing can stop you. You know what I mean? So to have the inspiration and have the motivation, you know, it makes class 1A on a on a mental playing field like way higher than any of the other students. You know, it's not just about physical ability as well. It's about staying like calm, collected, and knowing what to do in the right situation. You know what I mean? I think a lot of it you can kind of relate this kind of thing because it's very much it's exam related, but it's kind of like a game that they're playing. You know what I mean? You can kind of relate it to sports in that way. It's like, you know, you play better if you're feeling confident and, you know, feeling right in the head. You know what I mean? If you're fucking... It's a lot like what Momo was at the back end of Season 2. Before she did the sort of the last physical thing exam with Todoroki and whatnot. It's that, like, that whole thing of, you know, she was clearly overthinking and not knowing what to do with herself because she wasn't in the right frame of mind. And now that she is, you know, it's because of, you know, of those two, plus Todoroki as well, you know. I think specifically for her, it's a lot, like, it has Todoroki in there as well. But as a whole class, you know, Midoriya and Bakugo are the like, sort of the two pillars kind of thing that hold it there. So, you know, that's yeah, really cool. I like how Aizawa's, like, so fucking proud of these guys. It's really cool. Alright, I think that is all. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm almost forgetting my links. That's because this is my first fucking video back, and I'm completely, like, completely out of the loop of what I'm supposed to do. So, in the link, the description below, I have links to certain things. Discord, so go over there if you want, like, you know, fucking community shit, right? Go over there. Patreon, if you want to go over to my Patreon, get the early access tier, so you get videos a week early. Not only do you get them a week early, you actually get 4 across all the shows that I'm doing, except the ones that I'm obviously caught up with, like My Hero, Attack on Titan. So at the moment, like, 2 of these will be changing very soon because I'm at the end of both of them. But Steins Gate, Haikyuu, Code Geass, and Tokyo Ghoul, you'll get 4 episodes of those every single week. That's for $5 a month for the early access. There's full length. That's a $10 thing. So if you want to watch the whole, my whole reaction to the whole episode of everything, then that's $10 a month. There's 15, which is the exclusive Patreon tier, which will give you access to OVAs and an entirely other show that I'm reacting to. Right, currently now it's Parasite. So yeah, if you want to go watch that, then you can do with $15 a month. What else is there? $50 is the Elite tier. That'll give you a choice of a show that I get to watch. So you can basically just put out a show of anything, regarded that it's below 150 episodes. And I haven't seen it yet. You just give me a show, I will watch it. It'll be put at the back of the queue, and then I'll get around to it eventually. Or if you want to skip the queue, then you can get the God tier, which is $100 a month. Of course, it's all accumulative, so, you know, if you pay $100 for the first month, you get one choice. Pay the second month, you pay another $100, you get another choice. Okay, so it's all accumulative. So yeah, that's that. And fucking finally, what's last? Oh yeah, my PO box is in the description below. So if you do want to send me anything at all, you can do with that PO box address there. I'll open it up on video, and yeah, I'll react to it. It'll be a nice little addition to the thing. So yeah, that is all. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.